And hello to all my Scorpio friends, I'd like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and today I'll be doing your free Psychic Tarot reading for March 2023. Now today they've dialed up for my great Scorpios, a 4-corner spread, and this is a great spread for general readings because it looks at those 4 main areas that people usually ask about in tarot, which is the love corner, the very famous one there, the work corner, the financial money corner, as well as the health corner. We're going to take a little stroll through all 4 of them, guys, do a little brush through, see what March has got in store for my great Scorpios. And then after that, they've asked that I conclude your reading with an extra spread. We're going to do, well, it's not really a spread, it's just a couple cards, but it is animal totems. Animal totems are always a bunch of fun. In this case, they want me to do 2 animal totems, so we're going to be doing a transitional animal totem from one characteristic of one animal into the next set of characteristics for the next. So they're trying to get you to change some things here, Scorpio, in the month of March. Interesting things lie ahead. The cards are already shuffled. We're going to conclude your reading also with the rune stone. That'll tie the nice thing together into this project we call March, and that will do at the end of your reading. So let's get started, guys. I'm going to bring you in the overhead so you can watch. I like to share my table with you and show you what is going on. So here we go there. Click this on and we are prepared and ready. There we go, we are on and recording, Scorpio. What I'm doing here, these are my ritual cuts, basically cutting each deck into thirds, putting them back together in a separate order. That satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot, and it's the same procedure for personal private readings. And we're ready. The other great thing about the 4 corners is this is the spread that I use to start all of my personal private readings, my 30 and my 60-minute service. So this is a nice little Polaroid of what's going on right now. In this case, we're looking at Scorpio in March. This corner right here, guys, starting with the big theme, this is work. Work corner coming in large there. Over here, this is love, also large. Well, Scorpio, I guess we got some things to talk about there. Down here, we got financial. Well, financial gave me short and sweet, but also blocked. And then down here is health. Big theme for health, too. Okay, so we got a lot to talk about, Scorpio. Lots to discuss and lots to get through. Really, the only easy one was finance. Everything else, we got a lot of moving parts. So let's first check the inverts. I do see we have a lot of blocked cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not enough to matter. Well distributed, actually. Just this one story is blocked, or the one corner is blocked, so we're going to do a discard there just to make sure that Spirit wants it read that way. I'm just looking to see if I need any extra cards. I don't have any people cards here that need tack on there. So, yeah, that's it. We're just going to do a discard here. And Spirit basically says here, no, we're going to leave it just the way it is. We like it blocked, so we're going to read it in that way. The only last thing that I need here is an Oracle Angel card for every corner with a Major Arcana card, which happens to be most of your spread. And then just getting it all on camera for you here. So that one's going to go there. Probably off screen over here. I'll show you in a second. This goes here and then down here with that one. Okay, so now let me show you it all. The card work is done. Yank this off of here. Show you up close. Okay, so here, that is your work corner. Down there, finance. That's the one they wanted to keep blocked. So we're going to see why. And then over here, this is love. The ever popular love corner. And then down here, we got some health. Okay, Scorpio, let's do it. Let's get to work. All right, March time. Just kind of move these over a little bit. I'm going to start with finance, and then we're going to go into work. For most people, they're very intertwined. You know, most people make their money through work and so forth. I like to read those together for that reason. Starting with finance, they're keeping this a little bit dark. They really are, by blocking me out. They show 2 blockages here. The first one, though, kind of indicates that there is some clearing up going on for a lot of my Scorpios. So finances are improving. We're getting out of the war phase. Okay, the war phase may be describing Christmas or the holidays, spending a lot of money all at once, that kind of vibe. So we're getting out of that, getting into a more, era here where you can either save or you're just not as tight, something like that. So they're basically saying here the war is over. The chaos and the craziness financially is over or becoming over, clearing up. So very good to see either way. The next thing we show here is they want to make sure that you've learned from your lessons here. So if you've made financial mistakes before, they don't want you to repeat these. This is something like, hey, let's say you're really bad with credit cards and you know that from your past. Well, don't go taking out a new credit card. What are you thinking? You should know better. Something like that. So something that you struggle with or have issues with financially, learning from your mistakes from the past it's coming back. Okay, so they want to just make sure that you get this right, because they show that a lot of my Scorpios struggle with something here. This repeating lesson, something financially. For maybe some of you, it's like something like Amazon Prime, something that or maybe just something completely different like a Netflix or some kind of subscription service where somebody or a company, an entity has access to your funds every single month, and they take it out, a little bit there and there, and it's free if you cancel by a certain date, but then everybody forgets to do that and all that good stuff, so that's learning from your lessons. That's just a couple of silly examples, but you get the energy. Let's move up to work, guys. This was a big deal up in work corner. Well, one of your many big deals. They bring up the Chariot. This has a split definition. I'm going to give you both in a general reading. Also hard for me to pinpoint, so that's why I'm giving you just kind of everything all at once. The Chariot is transportation as one definition. So for some of you, if you work with your vehicle, they could be talking about that here. We're going to talk about the moving parts in a second. But first, let me give you the other definition in case, your work has nothing to do with a car or transportation at all. You just go to work and you clock in and you clock out. Okay, that has nothing to do with transportation at all, right? Well, if that's the case, what they're saying here for work is that in the Chariot card, it shows two horses pulling a cart. They're supposed to be going the same way here. That's what pulls the cart. If they one gets spooked, one goes off in this direction, one goes off in this direction, what happens to the cart? Well, it's under stress. Sometimes it breaks, something like that. So this is a call to get your energy to focus on work. Focus on the work corner. Don't be too scattered. Don't put your energy between this place, this place, this place, and this whole range of things. They really want you to kind of get a little tunnel vision here, focus on one thing in the work corner. Now, the work corner is also a big place. For most people, it's just the JOB, but it's work, business, enterprise, area of study, collegiate courses, retirement if you're of that age. Also entrepreneurship, like I said, for most people, the JOB, and learning new things. Even hobbies and interests can fall into the work corner. Retirement if you're of that age, I think I mentioned that already. So all of those things, whatever of those applies to you, that's probably where they're going with this here. Now let's get into the moving parts, because like I told you, there's a lot going on. They show first Death by 1,000 paper cuts. That's what I call this card. It's my 10 of swords. And this deck specifically, it shows just little agonies, little pains, little pain in the butts, so to speak. It's just like paper cuts. They're not of any real threat to you, but they hurt. You don't like them. They're annoying, if nothing else, right? So that's what's showing up in your work corner, something about that. And that is a mental suit card. That is my 10 of swords. And anytime we have swords, it's the mental cerebral suit. So this stuff might not even be real. This may be illusionary stuff that you're just making up, or that, is not actually tangibly real, a mental blockage of some form or something like that. They also show another set of swords. This time it's my 3 of swords and it's on an invert. So what they're showing here is a kind of a weird kind of heartbreak in a way, or something to be that is discouraging you a little bit here. Since it is inverted, this is a lightened energy. Thank goodness. It's not a big deal. For most people, this is not a huge deal, but it's still saying, these paper cuts essentially have had their course. It's taken their toll on you, and we're trying to get you to kind of get this wrapped up. And that's probably why Spirit is saying, hey, you know what? Stop spreading yourself out. Focus on the task. Get task oriented here. They show in the Oracle Angel card building blocks. So they're saying a lot of my Scorpios are trying to build something here at work. You're trying to get something done, whether it's building a business, whether it's building a plan for what you're going to do next, how you're going to improve at your current job, or, search for another job, look for your dream job, something like that. So a lot of you are working on putting these pieces together. And that's what they show very strongly in the work corner. And I go back to the main card. That is your advice. It is not just describing what is going on, but it's also talking about the advice that it's really time to focus on one thing. And I feel like that's more of the definition for everybody than the card definition. Of course, the car having some ailments will make sense for some people that work with their vehicles that are Scorpios, but for the most part, they're using the energetic definition of that card. All right, I'm going to save love for last, guys. Let's get into health, and then I'm going to break away for some moon cycles, because once we go through the moon cycles, you're going to understand this love corner just a little bit extra. All right, here we go. Health. Health brings up the Hermit first. This is doing something alone, doing something by yourself for your health. You don't have to do this with other people. No. Spirit is saying, if you feel like you got to join a gym, do something with a bunch of people, CrossFit, yoga class, bunch of people. No, you can actually do this by yourself, Scorpio. You can handle this. You can do this on your own. You don't need a group. You don't need a team to do this with. You can do this on your own. Internet age allows brilliant things to happen there. Lots of good videos that you can stream for free and check out for free, workout routines and all kinds of good stuff, motivation and so forth. They bring in the world card next. So they're basically saying that we're trying to get your health to a place here that is very complete, very well-rounded, just like the globe is, the world is well-rounded, right? They're trying to get this complete and well-rounded here for you. So what that is specifically for you, it's going to be different for everybody. So I'm just giving you the context so you can implement how that fits for you and what they're trying to tell you directly. They do show that, physical stuff does come up. So they're trying to get you to a point maybe where you just never have this happen at all. Physical ailments. Now, let me give it to you both ways, because some of you are actually have been hurt in the recent past, like your body, you tweaked an ankle, you just got a bad back, you got a bad, chiropractor's got to adjust your neck every once in a while, whatever it is for you here. They're showing for half of my audience, or maybe a little less than half, but we have a split audience deal here going on. Long story short, is that we're in recovery mode from an injury. Okay, so that's coming up under health. But the other side of that card, the other side of that energy is that, hey, we're trying to avoid injury too. So all of you that have not had any injuries in a long time, I mean, that's a great thing and it should be celebrated. But hey, when we got good things in tarot, what do we want to do? We want to keep it that way. Keep it so the energy keeps going that direction. So that's what they're saying here. So maybe some of you, have to build something up here, build up your immunity, perhaps, if it's something like, very on a cellular level, or maybe some of you actually have to build up muscle, build up cardiovascular, circulation or something like that. So they bring that up under health, guys, for a reason. So take it serious, Scorpio. Get to work, whatever you need to do there. They show the tribe. So there is an element. It's very weird because they say alone, but it's got to be your type of thing with like a group. And when I say group, I don't mean being a part of the group, but you got to do what's right for you here. That's what they're trying to say by their saying tribe. Like, you can't do something that is just not your style. If let's say you're a marathon runner, or you're a lifelong avid jogger and runner, you like to walk and brisk walk, all that kind of stuff, jazzercise class is probably not going to be the best fit for you. Yoga class too. If you're used to, what I'm saying? So you got to find your match. You got to find what you're into doing, what you like doing. What your body responds well to. More than likely, nobody knows your body more than you. So that's what they're saying here. You got to do the right thing for health. You got to get the right fit. The right puzzle pieces got to go in there. You try to fit something that's not going to fit, and it's just, it's not going to work. So you got to find that right fit for you in Health Corner. I'm going to break away real quick, guys, to tell you about the brand new product, the brand new service in the shop, both of them, as well as some moon cycles, which is going to implement into your love corner. And here we go. It is moon cycle forecast time. When I tell you about the moon cycles, what's coming in and out, the first one we got coming here is the full moon that happens on March 7th. Now, this influence is going to happen right here, right now. Most of you are checking out my video early in March, so this is the best time to start using that full moon energy to your benefit. And this is the best time to get anything out of your life that you don't want there, and it doesn't matter what it is. It could be a person. For some of you, it's people. You got to get rid of some bad baggage people. For others of you, it's baggage emotionally, also mental baggage, all that stuff, even if it's personal, physical stuff, like in a closet, cleaning out a closet, a garage, finishing an old project. If it's got to go out of your life, maybe cutting out sugar, cutting certain things out of your life, it doesn't matter what it is. Full moon energy is ideal for that. That peaks at the 7th. That's when our full moon is, but it doesn't have to be on the 7th. Anytime toward early March is great for that. Now, adversely, we have the new moon that rolls in March 21st, but those influences can start being felt as soon as about St. Patrick's Day, around the 17th. So when St. Patrick's Day hits, that's when you can start really trying to bring things into your life, attract it, and that peaks on the 21st. You don't have to do it on the 21st. Anytime really around the week is the best time for that, but don't wait too far into March or you'll start getting back into the full moon energy. But talking about that new moon energy, that is the best time to attract, to manifest, and to bring new things into your life that were not there before. Trying to attract something new with work, something new with love perhaps, maybe start something new with health, or even do something new financially that you hadn't done before. These are all best things placed under the new moon, guys. So 21st is your ping date there. If any of this has confused you, or you just like a little graphic aid, make it make sense for you a little bit more, I've put together a moon cycle cheat sheet. It is on my website and it is free. It is parked on the Talking About page, the page of stuff that I'm talking about. It is there every single month. I update that for you guys all the time. Also, brand new things while you're at the website. Make sure you check out the brand new gemstone. It is beautiful thing called Snowflake Obsidian. And of course, any black gemstones, those are your protective gemstones. Snowflake obsidian specifically is a volcanic protector. So it is like a glass stone forged in the volcanoes. Very, very black with little white indentions on it, little white incursions, and those are called, that's why it's called snowflakes, snowflake obsidian. So it's the black with the little Dalmatian spots on there. Very pretty stone, and it is one of the earliest stones that was used for scrying. That's what Nostradamus did, seeing through water. So it has very ancient connections, connectivity connections, and it's good about bringing truths to the surface, as well as protecting and transmuting all those negative energies. We don't want any of those. So make sure you check out Snowflake Obsidian. I'm flashing pictures on the screen as I talk about it here, and have the full write-up for you on it too, so you can see all about it that I've done myself from lots of research on Snowflake Obsidian. So check that out. Also on the website, we have a brand new service as well, and this is the cheapest of the cheapest services. This is something that anybody can get at any time, and it is guaranteed the same day that you order it. It does not have to be booked wherever you book on the calendar. It doesn't matter. This thing turns around quick. It is a rune stone reading. So it is an actual rune stone that gets pulled for your energy, which you're going to see later in your reading for the sign. But let's say you want a rune stone for your month, what you got going on specifically for you, or hey, maybe you're just having a rough go of it. You need a little inspiration here from Spirit. Runestone will do that for you, and I'll record that for you, and that is an audio reading, so you don't even have to be there for it. It pulls using your birth date, so that is worth checking out on the website as well. Very, very super affordable because it's so quick, but has a profound, lasting impression for you. So check all that stuff out, guys. Make sure you're signed up for the newsletter. That's at the bottom of every single page. Make sure you follow on Facebook as well, because I do giveaways on there as well. So that's it, guys. Back to your reading. Let's go. Okay, Scorpio, I am back. It is Love Corner time. The first thing that comes up, we just talked about those moon cycles. You remember what I said about that full moon? It's the best time to get something out of your life here. That's what they show is going on here. We got breaking free from something in your love corner. Something coming up that is attached to you that you do not want attached to you. For some of you, it could be a person. Could be people in plural. This could actually be bad habits, something that, it's just got a hold on you and it's affecting your love corner. Love corner is a big place too. It's your family. It's your close friends. It's your group around you. Anybody close to your heart can come in there. So that's what they're saying. It's actually a great time to purge. It's a great time to get rid of something, maybe something of the families too. Maybe you're going to sell something big here. And that's what they talk about. Hey, maybe you've had this car, you've been sitting on, it's worth a lot of money or something like that. And hey, you know what? We really need the money right now. So now's a good time to purge that. Time to get rid of this car. Or maybe it's a car that's giving you a lot of trouble. Hey, it's time to get rid of the broken car and get a new car. Just giving you an example of a car. It could be anything, of course. So this is coming up in the love corner. So they're talking about purging and getting rid of something. Maybe for some of you, this is your mentality too. Just the way you're looking at things and approaching things. Perhaps if you're single and things haven't worked out your way or something like that, hey, time to get rid of the old way of thinking and go a new route here. Go do something that you haven't done before. And they show that next with chop wood. So it's saying get to work here. Get to work on this love corner, whatever it is you're trying to do. Even if you're coupled up and you're in a relationship, you still can bust this out with chop wood. You can get to work on your goals, the family's goals, working together as a team and all that kind of stuff, getting the kids involved and the whole camaraderie bit. Okay, so kind of giving you a scope of the whole big picture here. They bring in the Eight of Pentacles next here. This is about learning new things, perhaps, apprenticeship, working on new projects perhaps together here with the family, getting things done, really kind of eye on the prize here too. In this deck specifically, they're really saying, here it's hard work that comes up in the love corner, but work that has got rewards to it. Really good payoff involved there. They also show good luck. So the energy around the love corner is a very healthy environment for a lot of my Scorpios. Very healthy for you to make growth. And that is why they're pushing you so hard to get rid of whatever is in there that doesn't belong or that you don't want there, or maybe you could just benefit from getting rid of altogether. So that is a strong love corner. I was going to say, very positive. It's not really very positive, but it's very opportunistic if you want to take advantage of it. And like I said, it's very full moon energy. So early in March is the key to really getting this to stick. If you wait, middle of the month, late in the month, you're just going to get more into the new moon energy. It's just going to be harder to do, especially if it's something that you're trying to get out of your life. This is huge for that. Now let me grab your rune stone. That's going to cap off the four corners here, which has been a very interesting reading for my Scorpios. They're mixed up, but I'll give them one more swirl. And here we go, rune stone Scorpio. Going to be this guy right here. This is the rune stone of Gateway. gateway. So basically, it's just like what I said. This is a very opportunistic, especially in that love corner, very big opportunities in the month of March. Gateway presents that. It's basically saying here's a portal system to your future, to a potential future, to your new future, something from the past you don't like anymore. Hey, you don't want to be that person anymore. You don't want to be that, whatever that bad habit is or whatever we got to purge out of there, right? Well, we got to move that over. The gateway is opening. The gateway is there in March. March is your opportunity for these things, guys. Don't want to see you miss it. Take advantage of it. That is what it's all about. So great runestone to kind of wrap up the whole big picture here. Now let's get into your animal totem. Can't wait for that one. Animal totem is 2 of them here, guys. I did promise you 2. Can't do that one. That's a major. Can't do that one. That's a major. Can't do that one. That's a major. All right, Spirit's giving me the rough go of it here. There we go. We finally got one we can do. And that one. All right, so let's translate those real quick. I have so many animal totems that my list is very large, so I don't have them all committed to memory. Let's just pull my list out and see what we got, shall we? The very first animal that we have is a crow. Moving out of crow energy, and we are going to be moving into bat. So one flying animal into another flying animal. But from crow into bat, well, the first thing is the sight difference. Bats, nocturnal animals flying around with the echolocation, they don't see very well. So that's Spirit's way of saying right now, you don't have to see the way through. You don't have to know every single thing that is going on to understand. It's just like electricity. Everybody knows how to flick on the light switch on and off. But very few people understand the how it works, the intricate parts of it. And that's what Spirit's saying here. It's not important. It's not relevant. You know how to turn the light on and off? Yeah, of course you do. So that's all you need. Okay, so that's what they're saying here. Like in your life, you can drive a little blind right here in March. You don't have to have all the answers right now. It doesn't mean you shouldn't seek them, but it's just saying you don't have to have all the answers right now. So what else from crow into bat? Well, a crow is a very smart creature too. One of the smartest animals on this planet, in fact. And they're really good at problem solving, and we're moving away from that. So Spirit's saying, hey, you know what? March, not the time to be solving problems. There's opportunities in different facets, in different ways. But you know what? If you have complicated issues with your life or problems that need to be solved, this is probably not the month for it. It's basically saying, hey, we need to get moving into the bat energy here, where it's okay to just kind of like play it more, but at the same time, get busy with something, because the bat is consistently going. Also nocturnal too, which the crow is a daytime bird. So that could be Spirit's way of saying, hey, let's be a little bit more productive at night. Maybe the nocturnal nighttime gives a lot of you Scorpios an opportunity to work on a hobby, to get projects done with the house or other things that you're trying to put time into that normally, I have a hard time finding time to do this. Well, Spirit's saying, you know what? Maybe try doing it at night. You got a few extra hours before you go to bed. Maybe that's a great time to do it. So there you go, from crow into bat. And if there's anything else that that has come to me later, I will put that in the text above my head, so that sometimes things do occur to me later, being put on the spot like this. But that wraps up what has been a very interesting reading for my great Scorpios. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember to like and subscribe so you see the future readings. That is it for me. Have a great March.